Recording in progress.
Welcome to this moment. I am Natalie. Thank you so much for joining me today in this moment. We're going to get into our lower bodies today. So grab some items for me. I have a resistance band. I have a really small foam roller, but you can use a rolled up blanket, a pillow, or even a block. And I do have my block. So grab those things so that they're accessible for you when we're down on the mat. So you don't have to get up and off your mat. I'm going to adjust the camera. Thank you so much for joining me today. So please adventure all the way down to your mat the way you would like to do that, or follow along. Adjust this one more time so you can really see what's happening. Roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Lengthen from your ears. Those big toes are underneath those hip bones. Actually, I scratch that. Widen those feet wider than hip bone width. And inhale, maybe gently looking up with those eyeballs. And exhale, hinge all the way forward. And take this moment to kind of just hang here. Shake out your head, nod it, wiggle your jaw. Maybe you place your block underneath those fingertips or those hands to bring the floor closer to you. Fire on those abdominals right away. And then join me in bending and straightening those legs, alternating. Allow your head to be heavy so you're kind of looking through those legs. Pulling abdominals away from your thighs. And then gently bend both knees super generously, but keep that your abdominals engaged. Perhaps grab opposite elbows and just hang here for a moment. And gently release those arms, hands to the floor. Let's come down to one knee and then the other. And let's come down to a hip and swing those legs around. Place something underneath your head to support your head. It's great if your neck and shoulders are a little bit tight. And just come on down to your back. Can move through the fetal position and then head all the way down. And let's lengthen those legs nice and long, please. Widen those feet. Wiggle between those shoulder blades. And perhaps you bring those hands above your head and stretch in both directions. Wiggle those hips. Allow shoulders to be heavy on the mat. And release that stretch, and let's bring those feet to the floor, please. Place your hands where it feels good. I have mine on my abdominals, and all I want you to do is look over your left shoulder. Good morning, nice to see you. And allow your head to be heavy. Breathing in and out. One more breath over here. Pressing shoulders into the floor. And return your head facing back up and press your lower back into the mat and release. And do this a few times, please. I told you all to grab those things that you need, and I didn't grab all the stuff I needed. And then just release that lower back. And then let's look over that right shoulder, please. Just breathing normally, checking in with your body. Allow your shoulders to be heavy. Let's take one more breath here. And with that exhale, really feel those shoulders pressing into the mat or feeling heavy. And return your head back to the center. Draw those knees into your chest. Give them a big old hug. Rock back and forth. And let's take a knee circle in one direction. And right here, right now, fire on those abdominals. Make sure you're pressing that lower back into the mat. And I'm kind of just using my arm strength to move those knees. See if you can do that. Lower your right foot onto the mat. Bring that left leg in close to your body. Give it a nice squeeze. And inhale, bringing your knee to nose. Peeling that back, shoulders, neck, head off the floor. Exhale, release. 3 more just like this. Inhale up. Exhale, release. 2 more. Do it again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale, release. Let's lengthen that left leg. Keep a bend in it. Drop, maybe clasping behind that thigh, drawing that thigh closer to your body. But I want you to be mindful of what your shoulders are doing. Mine popped up off the mat, so just be mindful. Circle that right toe in both directions. Point and flex. Move your ankles side to side. Do all the things that feel good. And then squeeze that leg closer to your body. Lengthen your tailbone. Doing the same thing we did with a bent leg. Inhale, bringing knee to nose. Exhale, release. 3 more. Again. Release. 2 more. Last one. Hold it. And then release. Let's gently cross that left ankle over that right knee and just rock back and forth. Find some stillness. Drawing right thigh close to your body, clasping behind that right thigh, using your left elbow to open up that leg, that hip even more. Shoulders are heavy. Give that leg a big ol' squeeze. Gently release the right foot back to the mat. Lengthen and straighten that leg up again. Draw it close to your thigh, your chest, that thigh to your body. Lengthen tailbone. And with control and a straight leg, lengthen your leg all the way down to the mat with your core engaged. Beautiful. Bringing that left foot to the mat, arms out to the side, maybe in a lowercase T. Let's windshield wiper those legs, those knees side to side. Take it fast, take it slow, take it where you need to be today. Imagining your shoulders are even heavier. One more left and right. Returning knees back to the center. Draw your knees to your chest. Draw those circles. One direction, the other. Rock back and forth. Engaging your abdominals. Let's lower our left foot to the floor, drawing our right thigh in nice and close. Shoulders are heavy. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, release. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Hold it here. Core engaged. Maybe add a smile and release. Lengthen that leg up. Straighten it. Not all the way though. Find that soft bend. Shoulders are heavy. Draw that thigh closer. Circle that right toe in both directions. Point and flex. And same thing with the straight leg. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Do it again. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Last one. Hold it. And release your trunk back to the mat. Cross that right ankle over left. Rock side to side. Groovy music. Find some stillness and let's draw that left thigh close to your trunk, clasping behind that left thigh, or if you're super flexible, bending your knee and clasping your shin. Breathing. Send your breath into the outside of that right hip, perhaps using your right elbow to open that leg further. Draw that leg closer for a big ol' squeeze. And gently release that left foot to the floor. Straighten that right leg up. And with control, lower that leg all the way down to the floor. Bringing that right foot back onto the mat. Open those arms out, maybe straight from the shoulder now. And let's start on that right side. Knees to the right and then the left. Back and forth. Release your lower back. And one more time, right and left. Returning your knees straight up, pointed towards the ceiling. Let's press our lower back into the mat and release. Do it again. Press. I've moved my hands to my side body. Prepping for bridge. My palms are facing the mat. My shoulders are heavy, and I'm just doing this rocking back and forth motion. One more time. Keep that lower back pressed into the mat. Draw those heels closer to your glutes. Squeeze those glutes and feel your hips rise off the mat. And hold it here. Allow shoulders to be heavy. There's no tension in your jaw or neck. And gently lower. And do that again. Do that by squeezing, engaging your glutes, and see how they lift up off the mat. Squeezing those thighs close together and release. Do it again. Squeeze the glutes, lift those hips. Core engage and lower. And again. Hold it here. Press even higher. And gently release. Grab your resistance band, thread it through those legs, bring it to the middle of your thighs. So hopefully you already had that tied off. Or maybe you have one of those cool bands that you can do the loops. I might invest in those. Those are cool. All right. So drawing those heels after you get your resistance band, make sure you have it tight enough. You feel resistance. You feel the work. Bring heels closer to your glutes, palms facing the mat, shoulders are heavy. Let's do 8 bridges. Lift up and down. Now remember, you want to start by engaging your glutes. We have 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, and on your last one, please stay with those hips in the air. Shoulders are heavy. Wiggle your jaw, please. And let's just open and close. Open and close. Squeeze into those glutes. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Lift even higher and gently lower. So, bring those heels closer to those glutes. If your feet moved, or maybe you need to come back onto your mat. I don't know why I travel when I do this. Weird. Let's do that again. So bringing heels closer to your glutes. Find the resistance in your band. Engage your glutes. We're going to lift, open those legs, close them, and lower 8 times. Lift, open, close, and lower. Six, 5. Let's do 4 more. 4. In control, nice and smooth. 3. 2 more. 2. And lower. And 1. Beautiful. Gently lower. Nice work. Keep those knees bent. Let's roll over to our right side. coming up on that forearm or laying your head on your bicep. I'm adjusting my band so I can face you. So if you decide to come up onto that forearm, let's make a 90-degree angle with that shoulder, elbow, arm, and let's make a 90-degree angle with those legs, keeping heels connected. Let's do those clamshells again. Open and close. Three more here. 3, 2, and 1. Straighten, lengthen that top leg. Reaching back with that heel, please. Core engage. Your head it's in alignment. And let's lift and lower here. Three more here. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to do one extra. I wasn't really reaching back. Returning back to that 90-degree angle with those knees and ankles. Clamshells again. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten that top leg again. 8 here. Really reaching back with that heel, please. Core engage. Lift and lower. Three more. 3, 2, and 1. I hope you feel that in your glutes. Nice job. Bring yourself up. Flip over to the other side. Gotta move this to the other side. Hope you're feeling it over there. Enjoying the glute work. Okay, set it up on the other side, please. Find all those angles with your knees and ankles, with your elbow, your shoulder, your forearm. And let's do 8 clamshells right here. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten that top leg. Really reaching with that heel. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Returning back to that clamshell. So let's do 8 here. Adjust if you need to. Come on down if you need to. Ready? Here we go. 8 times. 8, 7, 6, 5. No tension in your neck. 4, 3. You got it. You can do it. And 1 more. Let's reach, lengthen that top leg, core engage, lift and lower. Really reach that heel behind you. 3. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Return, press yourself up. However comfortable you can do it. Remove your strap. We'll use that later. I want you to grab your block or blanket or your foam roller. You can also sit up on a block or a blanket, not your foam roller, definitely. I don't want you rolling off anywhere. Let's stretch into those hamstrings and into your lower back before we move on to the next exercise. So bringing those legs in front of you, wider than hip distance width. Let's roll shoulders back, lifting from those ears, core engage, soften those knees, remove the flesh, tilt that pelvis a little bit tilted towards the floor. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, hinge. And right away, I want you in a rounded spine. Nice little recovery pose after working those glutes. Place those palms on the mat. Using your arm strength, walk yourself up, please. And make sure you have your block around you. Mine's over here. Lengthen those legs nice and long in front of you. Remove the flesh away from your seats bones. Working, strengthening those knees, hip flexors, all this stuff. All we're doing is that simple exercise of pressing knee into the floor 8 times. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, really pressing the back of the knee in 1, other side, 8. So it's such a slight motion. 6, I really want you nice and tall. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Grab your block, blanket, foam roller to put under that knee. Maybe you can put them under both knees. Same exercise, 8 of them each, pressing the back of the knee into whatever item you have behind those knees. Roll shoulders up, back, and down. You can have your hands to the side, wherever they feel comfortable. So lift and lower. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Remove that from behind your knees. We're going to lift those legs up and down. We're not going to alternate. We're going to do 8 and 8. So you might want to support yourself. Fingertips pointed forward. Lift your heart, your chest. Lengthen your ears. And we're going to strengthen that hip flexor by lifting and lowering. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides right away. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, nice work, 1. Beautiful. Let's press ourselves back up, roll off of those fingertips. Let's release that lower back, bringing your feet, bottoms of your feet together. Inhale up, your butterfly. Just hinge as you exhale and round through the spine. Roll it up. And straighten those legs out in front of you. Grab your block. Move other items out of the way. So we're going to do the same exercise where you lift, but we're going to go over the block. So you choose which height you would like to do. The lowest, medium, or the tallest. Check it out. See what works for you today. Remove the flesh away from your seats bones. Sit nice and tall. I have cat fur everywhere. Ay, ay, ay. Sit tall. Lengthen from those ears. Over the block. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Nice. Switch that block to the other side. Roll shoulders, sit nice and tall. Remove the flesh away from your seats bones, core engage. Lift and lower. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Beautiful. Bring those legs in. Swing them around. Come up to your knees. Roll shoulders up, back, and down. Lengthen from those ears. Let's fan those arms to our lower back. And just a little lengthen. A little stretch of your front body, perhaps even those hip flexors. And return back up, coming to a tabletop. Hips are right underneath those knees, wrists underneath shoulders. Cat and cow, please. Pressing tops of the feet into the floor. Follow your breath. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Rotating back and forth a few more times. Returning to a tabletop, core engage. So right now what we're going to do is a little bit of shoulder strength and glute strength. So we're going to curl those toes along the mat, and I'll show you what we're going to do. We're alternating the legs. So we're going to lift the knees off the mat, gently lower, kick up that left foot. Gently bring the left foot knee back. Lift the knee. Kick up that right foot. Okay, so alternate from your beast to lifting up that leg behind you. And alternate. So I've done 2 sets now. Let's do 4 more sets. Three more sets. Two more sets. Last set. Beautiful. Release those toes. Widen those knees. Sit back on those heels if it's comfortable to you. And then walk your body forward into your child's pose. Hands above your head. I have my elbows bent. Opening through those shoulders. One more inhale and exhale here. Bringing those palms of your hands underneath your shoulders, press into the mat. Bringing those knees right underneath those hip bones, walking hands ahead of those shoulders, curl toes along the mat, press those hips up. Head is heavy, as a matter of fact, shake it out. And I really want you to just pedal through the feet here. Stretching from all the way from your heels to maybe your hamstrings. And now press both feet into the mat, bend knees, and press hips up, straighten those legs. 4 more here, bend those knees, straighten hips up. Bend knees, straighten up. A few more, bend knees, hips, pressing hips back and up. Let's do one more, bend and hips. Now bend those knees super generously and walk those feet towards your hands like a rag doll. And then hang out here for a moment, bend those knees. You're in that wide forward fold like at the beginning, wider than hips. Let's grab our elbows. Bend those knees, core engaged, drop that head, head is heavy, and sway back and forth. Release those hands, roll it up, take your time please. Roll shoulders up, back, and down. Take your time, grab some water, shake it out. We were on the floor, now we're standing back up. Shake it all out. Make sure you have your resistance band and your block and your chair. I want you to grab your block and perhaps your chair or the wall or a table or a buddy. Let's get into those calves. So here I like to use my sturdy cork block because it's more sturdy than my foam block. So grab what you have, both feet on the block. And this might not be good for me. I might have to use the wall. Let's see. Maybe just one-handed. And all we're doing is heels off the block and bending, pressing that heel down. So from the side it looks like this. Really bringing that heel down as much as you can. Just stretching that calf. Really spread those toes on the block. So just rotate back and forth through there. It's great to strengthen your ankles, all the things. A few more here. Beautiful. Allow both heels to drop. Make sure you can balance on your block. And then just lift and lower. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Can you feel your glutes squeezing? 1. Nice work. Pedal through those feet a few more times, stretching through those calves. Nice. And let's come off of that block. Let's move it out of the way. I want to get your heart rate up one more time before we put on the resistance band. So move your chair out of the way. And we're going to do modified burpees, but we're going to stay up. Now you can go all the way down to the ground if you want, meaning hands and all the way down to the mat. Just want to get into those quads and all the things. So we're going to start with a squat. Bring yourself up, lunge, squat, and lift. Alternate. Squat, lunge, squat, and lift. Squat, lunge, squat, and lift. Now knowing you can squat, lunge, squat, and lift. So I'm just bringing my hands, my fingertips to the mat. Take it where you want. Good. 3 more sets. Squat, lunge, squat, and lift. 2 more. Just want that heart rate up. My heater kicked on. Last one. Nice. Finish it up. Ooh, beautiful. Shake it out. Did you feel those big muscles work? Grab some water. Allow your heart rate to come back down. While you do that, grab your block. Keep your heart above your head, especially if your heart rate has gone up. Grab your strap. Place it through those legs. And choose the height of your block. And it doesn't have to be a block, right? It could just be something you're bringing your leg around. So we bring it around together 8 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse. So bringing it forward. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. You ready? Let's do the other side. Roll shoulders up, back, and down. Engage your core. Nice, strong standing leg. 8, 7, 6, 5. Nice work. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes, reverse. 8, 7, 6. Ooh. 5, 4, 3, 2, And one. Nice work. Remove your resistance band. Remove your block. Anything you have on your mat, move it out of the way, please. Grab some water. And let's finish with a stretch. Roll shoulders up, back, and down. Lengthen your crown. Let's bring that right leg up. Stand nice and tall. Circle your ankle. And release. And do the other side. And let's shake it out. Let's bring that left leg into your hands again. Stand nice and tall. Release your hands. Find that strength in that hip flexor. And let's take that leg behind you into a lunge. Really pressing that heel back. Let's straighten our front leg. Inhale, lengthen, grow taller. Exhale, hinge forward. Find that flat back first in that strength move. And then round. Release your hands, maybe to your shin, to your thigh, to the floor. Allow head to be heavy. And bend that front knee and straighten it. Do it again. Bend and straighten. One more time. Bend and straighten. Nice work. Bend the front leg. Bring that back leg in halfway. Bend both knees. Roll it up. We're going to take that left leg, meeting our right or carrying it behind. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, hinging towards that right side. And release. Bringing that right leg in close to your chest. Find your balance. Drop those shoulders. Nice long spine. Core engaged. Circle that toe. And release those hands. Find that strength in that hip flexor. We just worked on it. Nice work. Lengthen that right leg behind you into that lunge. Square hips. Press right heel into the mat. Lengthen your spine. Inhale, lengthen that left leg and hinge forward into that long spine, holding it here for just a moment. And then rounding, releasing hands to the mat, shin, thigh, a block, 2 blocks. Let your head be heavy. Bend your front knee and straighten it. Do it again. Bend and straighten. One more time. Bend and straighten. Bend your front knee. Bring your right foot in halfway. Bend both knees. Roll it up. And either bring that right foot to meet the left or bring the right leg behind. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, hinge towards that left side. And bring yourself back up. Roll shoulders, open those arms. Let's do a hip flexor stretch before we finish our time together. Grab your chair. And I want you to bring your right leg into the chair. And I want you to lengthen your tailbone. And then just press forward, but keeping that knee over the heel. You should feel a nice stretch here near your hip flexor. This is a great thing to do if you don't want to do this. Okay, so you just bring your leg on the chair, lengthen tailbone, lengthen from the top of your head, press those hips forward, keeping that, adjust the knee if you need to, getting into that hip flexor. And release. Do the other side. You might have to move around, find that stretch. I like this option, especially if you don't want to bring that back leg up or you have any knee issues, or maybe it's not accessible to do that quad stretch, right? So you have this option. I found it. I love it. I also feel it more in my psoas, which are up here. So hopefully this works for you. And release. One more stretch using the back of your chair. Walk those feet out. Stretch nice and long. Your trunk is heavy. Head through your arms. Opening through those shoulders. Pressing hips up and back. Core engaged. Shake your head. Nod it. Bend knees. Walk yourself towards the chair and roll yourself up. Finishing up with our twist, a great way to reset everything. Bend those knees, lengthen from the crown of your head, twisting. Start to slow down. And all the way. And return back to the center. Roll those shoulders. Grow even taller from the crown of your head. Let's close our eyes for just a breath or two. Allow everything to synchronize with your body in this moment. And joining me for a cleansing breath. Inhale through your nose. And let it out through your open mouth. Beautiful work today. Bat open those eyes. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Grow taller every time you release. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Last time, my friends. Inhale up. Gather in all that strength you created for you. Draw it in the palm of your hands. Bring it to your heart. Bow in gratitude for showing up for yourself today. Te quiero mucho. Gracias. I love you so much. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a beautiful day.